As I have said many, many times, cannot do it without our volunteers. Thank you all very much to all of them. Next up here, we have the Happy Valley Derby Darlins, Molly Morbids, making some noise over here on the Jammer Line bench. California Derby Galaxy Supernovas A-team, their opponent today. Going to probably see some familiar names on that roster as there are some crossovers between the A and B. Same with Happy Valley. Our officials now taking the track. Yeah. I am joined on the microphone today by two co-announcers, mother-daughter duo here, Ruin Her and Jetstar.
Hi, everyone. We're looking forward to the next game with Happy Valley and the Supernovas A in about 1 minute and 30 seconds.
Jetstar is going to take over the microphone and do this whole game for us. Rue and I are just going to sit here and watch.
That was kind of the plan, wasn't it?
We'll run through our officiating staff real quick here. Skating officials, head referee, Genetic, inside pack ref, Peter Dragon, jammer referees, Dysentery, Troublemaker, outside pack referees, Noah Fallon, Chewback Offa, and Screw Lucy. Our non-skating officials, head NSO, Fickle Bitch, who is also serving as the jam timer, seems to be a trend amongst the officials this weekend. Sujo and Moof, penalty line tracking, Danger Muffin, Punky Bruiser, scorekeepers, Data on the scoreboard, Carl of Cthulhu, penalty box manager, penalty box timers, Hannibal Lecter, Vonnie, Alt NSO is Radar, and once again on stats, Bionic Envy. Thank you to all of our officials. Cats and Jammer and Rex, the jammers for our first jam. Just waiting for the call from Fickle.
All right, 10 seconds. And you feel the anticipation. Okay.
I know most of the Happy Valley skaters, those ones.
Okay.
Both jammers in at the same time. Cats and Jammer pushing out to the outside. One more to pass. Can she get through? Nice bridge by Supernovas, but Cat pushes through. Lead jammer, Happy Valley. Rex still tangled up there with Booty and kicking assets in the front of the pack.
Here comes Catsy Jammer in for her scoring pass.
Rex finally manages to break away from kicking there, coming around on a scoring trip, but Cat's going to call the jam.
And they call it off. No score. Oh, no. Happy Valley 2. Supernovas, not on the board. We've got Busy Hummingbird lined up for Happy Valley and for Supernova.
That's Morley.
Morley.
Hannah Morley out for lead jammer for the Supernovas. Mistakenly thought she might have got a penalty there, but the jam ref says no, let's go.
Busy fighting her way, looking up to the outside, back to the inside.
Nice hip check by Pearl there, taken back by Cookie. Now kicking Pearl and Cookie all together. But Morley finds a spot. Did she stay in bounds? No.
Here comes Busy, but they call it off.
2-0 jam, bringing us to a tie score, 2-2. Once again, those of you watching at home here, we're watching the comments section on the YouTube video that we have the live stream going on.
We've got
Questions, comments, shout outs, let's have them. That's Maddie Masochist out, lead jammer very quickly. Valkyrie Vixen, number 223 from Happy Valley.
is keeping her back. Little offense help from a friend.
No pass, no penalty called. They were out of play.
There's Suki again, playing some great defense.
That's Tifa Knoxhard and Suki playing the game on the outside there, knocking each other around a little bit.
Suki might just be playing her own little game there.
Number 626, Maddie Masochist lined up for Supernovas. 223, Valkyrie Vixen for Happy Valley. Very tight blocking from the Supernovas in the back, but Val finds a little bit of space on the outside. Can she do it? No. Supernovas run up to the front, back in Val's way.
Valkyrie still fighting her way, and she has done it. Lead jammer, Valkyrie Vixen.
It's like Riot Earp going to go take a trip to the penalty box, sit down for 30. Maddie's got the star off now. Val back in the pack, looking for some points. But Supernovas have a 4-pack against her. That is a big wall right there.
Suki drawing the penalty and the skater back. She's so good at that. So frustrating.
Semi-slam, the pivot up there, holding on to things.
Valkyrie's fighting her way. Down to 2 last defenders.
That's Grauer Power, number 303.
And she has done it for 4 points. Score is Supernovas 13, Happy Valley 10. It's another 4 points for Valkyrie. And Happy Valley has taken the lead by 1. Beautiful apex up there by Valkyrie Vixen.
That's Suki patiently waiting at the back
4
there
more points.
for Semi-Slam, who is now in possession of the jammer cover, but meets Cookie and Riot Earp. Suki's going to go for a sit for a multiplayer block. But lead change. Happy Valley 22, Supernovas 13.
Up next we have Zoe Trope for Supernovas up against 261 Jugs.
Timeout called now by Supernovas. Get themselves collected. About 10 minutes gone in the quarter now, or in the half, sorry. I'd like to thank our sponsors, Beehive Skate Shop and Einstein's Bagels. Beehive Skate Shop, Salt Lake City's inline derby quad skate shop. Follow them at Beehive Skate Shop for updates on inventory and skating events in the Salt Lake Valley. Thanks once again to Einstein's Bagels for feeding our officials, at least the breakfast part of their day, and probably snacks throughout. All right, timeout is over. Time to get back to roller derby.
The jam has started. Both jammers fighting it out, but it looks like Supernovas take the lead.
That's Zoe Trope. Jug's still working with the pack up there. The 1-2 apex. In a little bit of trouble there with the pivot, but no, now Jug's out. But Zoe Trope through for 4 points right behind Jugs. Zoe Trope's going to call it off before Jugs can get to the pack. 4 points.
Still a beautiful apex jug.
Brings us to 17-22, 5-point game.
We've got Rex for Supernovas up against number 92, Catsy Jammer for Happy Valley. Both jammers fighting their way. Catsy being pulled all the way back, recycled. And Catsy Jammer is through, and it looks like she is on a power jam. Fighting her way on the inside. What do you think there? Jammer is back in. Looks like Rex is fighting her way. Lead Jammer is still available. Who will it be? Catsy's pushing. Rex is zigzagging back and forth and just pushed to the inside, and here she goes. Number 1230, Sam I Slam. We've got 820 Morley for Supernovas up against 831 Busy Hummingbird.
Most of the pack is up in the front there with Morley. Supernovas bridging back, holding Busy at the back. That's a big Happy Valley pack up there. It's like Orange Crusher kicking assets, Booty, and then Lex holding it down as the pivot. Whistles blowing. That's number 9, Flower Power, going to go to the box. Not sure what the call was. Busy out around the outside. Lead Jammer, Happy Valley.
And Supernovas also out of the pack, coming around for their scoring pass, and it is called off by Busy.
2-0 jam for Busy there. 17-28, Happy Valley.
We've got 261 Jugs from Happy Valley up against 86 Zoe Trope.
Official timeout now on the track. Looks like referees are conversing with the Supernovas bench. I believe, yep, looks like Hannah Morley going to be sitting down for a penalty. Must have been a late call there in that jam, which means power jam for Jugs. Nope, they're going to swap jammers now. Looks like they're going to go with Valkyrie Vixen for this one. Blockers all back to the jammer line.
See what she can do with this power jam.
It is pack advantage to Happy Valley by 1.
Suki making a hole, and
Yep.
Valkyrie are going to the inside.
Very nice offense there by Suki. Flower Power now back on the track. Even packs again. Val to the outside. But call from the OPR is a cut track. Valkyrie Vixen to the box. Hannah Morley now being released on her initial trip to the pack. Some fancy footwork there gets Morley through on a scoring trip.
Packs are spread out. Morley has a power jam, but Valkyrie is standing.
It's like number 12, Cookie, going to the penalty box.
And Morley getting her 4 points.
Val now back out of the penalty box, goes crashing into the back of that pack. Supernovas third base coach calling for a cut track. Referees don't see it. Morley comes running up the inside line, sneaks past the whole pack. Big hit from Suki here.
Valkyrie still fighting her way against 3 Supernova blockers. She made it through. 4
Maddie
points.
Maskus, the pivot for Supernova, is going to go take a sit for a minute. Lots of very hard hits out here. These blockers are not holding back at all. Whistles again.
Jam timers about to call it up. There is no lead jammer.
That jam will expire on time. Rotating. Pretty heavy rotation in the penalty box there during that jam. Once again, thanks to our penalty box staff for handling that little bit of chaos. 2-4 pack advantage now for Happy Valley. Zoe Trope, number 86, for Supernovas. 261 Carpe Jugulum on the line for Happy Valley. Nice hole made by Triple X.
Jugs is out of there.
Zoe Trope and Orange Crusher go down to the back of the pack. They're both back up now. Jugs.
So, looks like that was a cut track, and Jugs is going to the penalty box.
Back block, looks like.
Back block?
Yep. I thought it was a cut initially too, but it wasn't. Zoe Trope now out of the pack, coming around on a scoring trip.
Heading into her scoring pass.
Zoe Trope now engaged in the pack. Got
Agent
two,
Orange
two
holding
by
on.
now. Booty to beat, and
She's through.
she's gone.
Jugs is back out of that penalty box, hitting the pack.
Little
And with that,
sidestep by Jugs. Gets her through.
that's for 4 points.
Number 24, Harley Sin. They're going to go to the box for a minute. Had a really nice block on Jugs earlier in this jam. Maybe they deserve a break.
Nice apex jump there by 261 Jugs. But getting a cut track.
Our jammer referee, Dysentery, says cutting the track on Carpe Jugulum. Jug's going to go back to the box again.
Zero trope for another 4. Got a close game with Happy Valley at 44 and the California Supernovas 41. It's a 3-point game.
Rex for the Supernovas out lead jammer. 41-44, soon to change if Rex has anything to do about it. Carpe Jugulum now out of the penalty box, engaging that pack to back. But Rex, nice little move on the outside there. The step around Lex. Jug's now out on a scoring pass. 4 points in the air for Supernovas. Lead change again. Rex is going to call it. Did she get it in time? 1 point for Happy Valley. 2 more points for Supernovas. 47-45. 2 points separate these teams. Sorry, third point added. 3 points now. Clarification coming from the outside pack ref. Some good teamwork from the ref crew there. Valkyrie Vixen get called for a forearm on the initial trip there. Morley alone. Lead is still open. 1 to beat. It's Cookie. Can Morley get by? Yes. Lead jammer, Supernovas. Lex rejoining the pack here from the penalty box. Going to hang out in the back and see what they can do about Morley. Oh, just barely keeps it in bounds. Yes? No. Inside pack ref, Peter Dragon says no. She stepped out. Going to be a jammer swap.
Valkyrie Vixen is released from the penalty box.
This will be a 2-minute jam, folks. No lead jammer. Riot Earp now back from the penalty box to lend a little assistance to Valkyrie Vixen. Although Val seems to be handling things pretty well on her own. Now out on scoring trip.
Happy Valley's Cookie
Or
sent to the box.
Not.
With Valkyrie Vixen joining her.
Another forearm penalty from jammer referee Dysentery. Hannah Morley not having any better luck than Val here getting out of this pack. We are a minute 30 seconds into this jam. Neither jammer has got out on a scoring trip until right now. Hannah Morley, 4 points.
Morley's coming around for her scoring pass. She's up against a pretty tough wall. Pearl of Scars pushing her back.
Valkyrie Vixen now back on the track. Splitting up that wall of Supernovas. One going to the box for multiplayer block. That's 2 multiplayer blocks called in rapid succession. One for Pearl and one for, I think that's number 24, Harley Sin.
Score is Supernovas 52, Happy Valley 45. With 2-6-1 jugs. Up to jam for Happy Valley. Number 86, Zero Trope.
Looks like both coaching staffs are asking for timeouts here. I believe Supernova's calling a review. We'll get some details here from our officiating staff in a moment.
Give a shout out to our vendors, Hellskate. If you are interested in a roller derby comic book, our friend Disco, she's your girl. Don't forget to go check her out. We also have Hell's Bells design and merch for derby fans, and Under the Umbrella.
Head ref Genetic chatting with the coaching staffs out there on the infield. We'll head over to their crew and have a discussion.
Don't forget to go visit concessions if you are hungry. Snacks are provided through concessions at the front door.
And once again, as we approach halftime, please remember that the inside restrooms are for active skaters and officials only. Please use the portos outside. Got lots more roller derby coming up here at the Derby Depot in Salt Lake City. Dance party? We're actually going to have a dance party. Is that right?
Happy Valley
You
is
guys-
requesting a dance party, Colin. Can you rise to that challenge?
There has been no dance parties all weekend long. Sweet Dreams? Which one? The original?
Colin has accepted the challenge. What song will it be? It's Murphy's Law, Colin. It never works when you want it to. All right, ladies. Dance party has begun. See what you guys got. We see you over there in the stands. We like those moves.
It's the worst dance party I've ever seen. So thank you to Whiskey for giving us the lowdown on the official review. I will wait until Genetic has finished speaking to the coaches before we disclose the final decision.
Got a 7-point game with Supernovas 52, Happy Valley at 45.
Three games down today. All of them very close. Up and down, lead changes. There we go. We got a little dance party going on in the crowd.
Got number 86, Zoe Trope, skating for Supernovas, and jamming for Happy Valley is 261, Jugs.
And Jugs gets through.
Nice little step around on the outside line. Zoe Trope tied up there with Lex, Kicking, and Orange. 3-3 packs here. One each in the box. Jugs through on the inside line. 4 more points, Happy Valley. Zoe Trope against Kicking. Kicking goes down. Zoe Trope is out. Now number 24 for Supernovas out of the box. That's Harley Sin going to help. Quick call off by Jugs. Seven-point jam. Tie score.
All right, we've got Catsy Jammer jamming for Happy Valley and up against Rex, number 37 of Supernovas. Both jammers fighting. It looks like Catsy with Happy Valley is out for lead jammer.
And Catsy gets through.
Another 4 points for Happy Valley. So we have another lead change, 56 to 52.
Got
That
a
looked
pile up
painful.
here, skater down on the track. We're going to take a break here. Bring our medical staff. Commentary on the live feed that I'm pronouncing Zoe's name incorrectly, although my pronunciation guide says the opposite, but I will check in with the player at halftime and make sure I'm getting it right.
Number 999, Tifa from the Supernovas, getting checked out there by the medics.
Our head ref, Genetic, is going to be having a discussion with the coaches and captains here. Whiskey will bring the news for us here in just a moment. Update here from our alt ref, Whiskey Smash. As soon as Genetic has completed her business with the teams, we will announce the outcome of that conversation. Thank you, Kim. I figured I didn't have the last names, but I assumed that Pam and Andrew might be Zoetrope's parents, or at least family. Thank you for the correction. And Supernovas skater that was tended to by the medics headed back to the bench now. Seems like they're doing okay. Fickle rolls the whistle. Time to start back up. Outcome of the action on the track there. There was an expulsion. Number 92, Happy Valley Katzenjammer for a high block. Unfortunate when that happens, but the referees make the calls as they see them. And we trust that they are making the right calls.
Supernovas Morley has a power jam. She's up against a pretty tough Pat with Suki drawing her back and kicking assets going to the box.
That is Hannah Morley out and lead jammer for the Supernovas. All right, turn the music back up now.
Quick footwork there to the inside, and Supernovas for 4 more points.
Nice little piece of offense there from Suki to make some room for Carpe Jugulum to come up the inside line. Jugs out now on a scoring trip, and Hannah Morley in the pack already, picking up points. Going to call it off quickly, gets knocked to the outside by Suki. Let's see how many we got. 2 to 3. Looks like Jugs managed to get in there and grab a couple. 59-58 our score.
It's a 1-point jam.
Supernovas bench staff asking for box points, but I think the jam refs are settled on their decision here. Zoetrope quickly up the outside line. Lead jammer Supernovas. Valkyrie Vixen now out of the pack, half a track behind. Oh, nice little hit there by Cookie. Let's see what we got. Two points for Zoetrope. 0 to Happy Valley. 61-58 now our score. 3 minutes 15 remaining in the first period.
We've got 8-3-1, Busy, Hummingbird for Happy Valley, jamming against number 3-7, Rex for the Supernovas.
And we have Busy pushing on that pack.
Busy gets
sent to the box.
It's a high block call from our head ref, Genetic. Another high block being signaled. That's kicking assets, but Suki's back out on the track now to help out. Rex working there with Triple X, can't quite stay in bounds, going to get recycled to the back of the pack. Nice little block there to try to get Lex out of the way, but now it's Lex and Suki together. That is a terrible twosome that no jammer wants to be confronted with. Orange Crusher holding the line there, trying to keep the bridge. Triple X going to the box for multiplayer box. Looking a little confused by that call. Busy Hummingbird now out of the penalty box, engaged in the pack. Working away around the outside, keeps it in bounds. Now out on a scoring trip. Rex pushed to the inside by Suki, and Kickin calls off the jam. Yeah, coaching staff from both benches here having some discussions with head ref Genetic. And now timeout called by Happy Valley, their first time out of the game. Just a little over a minute left on the period clock. Rolling into halftime here soon. If you are on the live feed and not watching from Canada where Venmo doesn't work, please think about helping Wasatch Roller Derby recoup some of the costs of putting on events like this. Venmo link on the bottom left of the live feed. So, Holly, to answer your question here on the live stream, there was an expulsion after the injury. That's what the official. It wasn't an official review per se as much. Oh no, actually, sorry. Supernovas did review that. They and they won it. So.
All right, we've got Jugs against Morley of the Supernovas.
Morley out. Lead jammer, Supernovas. Carpe Jugulin working hard, though. Did she stay in bounds? Jammer F. Dysentery says yes. Morley now
working
through
that
for four,
inside
calling
for
off
4
the jam.
points.
4-0 jam. Supernovas. 68-58, 10 points now separating these teams.
Got 223 Valkyrie Vixen jamming against number 86 Zoetrope.
Ooh, nice move to duck under Suki there by Zoetrope. Lead jammer. Val out now too, half a track behind. Suki and Pearl waiting for Zoetrope. Quick call off. Did she get the points? I think so. 1. 69-58. And that is halftime. I will be back here with Jetstar. This is 3 games in a row today that have been lead change after lead change, tie scores. A great day of roller derby here at the Derby Depot in Salt Lake City, Utah. I'm Colin Deschatz, joined again by Ruin Her and Jetstar.
Jetstar, who's being very shy on the mic.
Well, she's also eating nachos, so, you know, can't eat nachos and talk on a microphone at the same time.
I told her she has to share, but we'll see. Got about a minute and 20 seconds to the game.
Our,
Skaters taking the, is it a rink? What do we call this? A rink?
no,
It's not the skaters taking the field.
could be. We'll just go with track. Number 37, Rex for Supernovas, starting off the second period. 2-2-3, Valkyrie Vixen for Happy Valley. We do have one Happy Valley blocker, that's Pearl in the penalty box, so 3-4 pack advantage for the Supernovas to start off. Got Suki, Lex, and Cookie, our other blockers from Happy Valley. Grower Power, Lowdown Derby Shame, Alligator, and who's our pivot? That's Semi Slam out there for Supernovas to start off period 2.
Got a little dance party by Valkyrie Vixen.
Grower Power joining in on that. 5 seconds, says Fickle. Off we go. Val knocked out by Rex there. Nice little block by the jammer. Suki tries to hit Rex out, but Rex stays in bounds. Lead jammer, Supernovas. Val still got one to beat. Alligator now out.
Valkyrie coming around for her scoring pass.
Lots of whistles on the track there. Penalty call coming from the outside pack ref to our jammer referee, Rebel. Valkyrie Vixen called for a high block. Not a common penalty for her.
That makes number 820 Morley on a power jam for the Supernovas.
Still pack advantage for Supernovas as well. Oh no, even packs. Now pack advantage Happy Valley as Pearl comes back from the penalty box. Morley out, lead jammer Supernovas. Morley working her way around Happy Valley blockers, tiptoes around, kicking on the inside line, 4 points.
She makes it look so easy.
Val and Alligator now back out of the penalty box. Val getting recycled by Harley Sin.
Kick and recycling Morley back.
Once again, Val knocked out of bounds to the infield. That's Flower Power, number 9. Harley Sin going back to the penalty box. Val now finally through the pack.
Coming around on her scoring pass. Valkyrie Vixen.
Morley looking to the bench for instructions on whether to call it off.
4 points for Happy Valley.
Deadeye says, no, keep going. Call now. Apex jump by Val.
Oh.
Not quite in time. It's going to be a 7-4 jam advantage. Supernovas, 81-62 our score. Jugs and Zoetrope on the line. Now pack advantage to Happy Valley. Harley Sin still in the penalty box from the last jam, but will be returning shortly. Comes in now. Both jammers tied up in turn one with the whole pack. Jugs getting an assist from Lex there. Out Happy Valley, lead jammer. Zoetrope stuck now behind Happy Valley pack. Lex and Suki and Orange all going to roll back.
And
Jugs now out and through, 4 points. Harley Sin and now back to the penalty box again. I think that's 3 in a row.
So
one more time, Jugs. Call off quickly. No points, Zoetrope. 8 points for Happy Valley. 81-70. Nice jam there for Happy Valley. Late call from the outside pack ref. Lex lamenting that call off to the box. Captain Suki says, don't argue, just go. 3-on-3 pack now. Busy Hummingbird spinning up the inside line. Lead jammer, Happy Valley. But Rex, Supernovas now out. Little less than half a track behind. Pack coming backwards toward Busy. Busy's gone, calling it off. 4 points. 4-0 jam.
Closing up that lead, point by point. Score is 81-74. Supernovas.
Morley for Supernovas and Valkyrie Vixen. 2-2-3 for Happy Valley. Lex and Harley Sin still hanging out in the penalty box. 3-on-3 packs again. Morley up first, but Val up behind her own blockers now. Kind of got hung up behind Cookie there a little bit. Suki trying to get out of the way. That Supernovas pack is just swirling around Val at the front there. This has got to be incredibly difficult to try to skate through. Full pack's now back on the track as Lex rejoins. Oh, spoke too soon. Supernova's blocker going to the box now. Out of play called. Lead jammer, Happy Valley. That's 3 lead calls for Happy Valley in a row. Pivot number 8, Suki going to go take a seat for a minute. Back to 3-on-3 packs.
Got Valkyrie making quick work out of that pack. Another 4 points for Happy Valley.
Morley now through on 1 foot at the end there. Out on a scoring trip. Let's see if Val's going to let this continue. No. Calls the jam. Timeout now called by the Supernovas.
Got a
Waiting
3-point.
for, there we go, waiting for the points from the jam ref. 6 points for Happy Valley in that last jam, bringing our score 81-80. Supernovas in the lead by 1 point.
Just want to give a shout out to our sponsors, the Beehive Skate Shop, Einstein Bagels. Don't forget to go visit our vendors. We've got Hell's Skate for your supernatural roller derby comic book and Hell's Bells design merch for derby fans. We've got Happy Valley's Jugs jamming against number 8-6, Zoe Trope.
Zoetrope. So
I'll
says
get it.
Mom and Dad. I'm going to listen to Mom and Dad. Carpe Jugulum out on the inside. Lead jammer, Happy Valley. However, Zoetrope accelerating
Coming in hot.
extremely quickly out of that pack. Maybe 20 feet behind Jugs. Jugs trying for the call off. Did she get it in time? It certainly would seem so. 1-0.
Got a tied game, folks.
Another tie for us, folks. See the Ease of Destruction coming back into the building now in their fabulous tracksuits that they've been wearing all weekend. Welcome back, y'all.
They make lavender look good.
They do indeed.
Busy Hummingbird out for lead jammer with Happy Valley. Rex still fighting their way out of the pack.
Rex just has booty to beat and does it. Rex out now, 1 lap behind. Looks like call off from Busy, but there was a penalty at the end. The pivot for Supernova is going to take a seat. I believe that's semi-slam.
Looks like we've got Valkyrie Vixen back out for Happy Valley, jamming against number 820, Morley, the Supernovas.
Both jammers quick off the line, right into the mess. Big pile up in the front. Only one Supernovas jammer still on her feet. Lead jammer, Valkyrie Vixen, Morley fighting against Suki and Pearl at the back of the pack here. Pearl takes her out. The inside. Oh, big hit there from Cookie. But now both jammers being recycled to the back.
Pearl just missing that last hit out. Morley coming around for her scoring pass.
That is going to be a power jam for Morley as Valkyrie Vixen is sent to the penalty box by the front pack ref, Peter Dragon, for a forearm, I believe. Unfortunate. Okay. Morley knocked to the inside, I think by Pearl, also getting recycled. Bunch of skaters down on the track up here in the turn 1. Whistles going, triple X, the pivot, headed to the box. Letting her coach know on the way by there that is her 6th time in the penalty box.
Suki coming back to help.
Be a big loss to Happy Valley. Everybody piled up right there on the pivot line.
Both jammers fighting their way through.
No, Morley. Multiplayer block on a jammer. It's not a call you see often on jammers, but I have called it myself. It's a thing.
Valkyrie out of the pack for 4 points for Happy Valley.
Some really nice work there by Val, trying to stay in bounds. She's just playing it safe, going to recycle, start over, get a little bit of offense from Suki. Lex in there to help out too, but no, Val is going to get taken the outside by semi-slam. Jam's going to end on time. Eight to 4 jam. Favor of Happy Valley, 90 to 85. 5 points separating these teams.
Got Jugs jamming for Happy Valley. Is it a power jam situation?
Yes. Yeah, Morley is in the penalty box for that multiplayer. And I know some folks on the feed are asking about how that happens with the jammer. So generally speaking, how jammers get multiplayer blocks is they try to do a jersey whip or an assist off of one of their teammates, and in the process, they impede the ability of an opposing blocker to block them, or they end up challenging that link that's made between the jammer and their teammate. That is really the only time I ever see that. Like I said, not a very common call on a jammer. But Jugs out now for lead jammer, back in on a scoring trip. Morley out of the penalty box, though, met immediately by Booty, Kickin', and Orange.
Flower power, pulling Jugs all the way back.
Flower Power going to try to trap Jugs on the cut there, not letting her have any room whatsoever. Lex going to come in and try to clear out Flower Power, but that didn't work so well. Grower Power also in there. The whole mess of them all in the same place. Jugs now out along the inside line. Finally manages to escape that. Heligator coming in from the penalty box. See if they can help out Morley.
Morley being pulled back by Lex. That is not a friendly wall.
This is number 9, Flower Power, giving Jugs all kinds of problems, but headed to the box for a direction penalty, so says Peter Dragon.
Little backward skating from Jugs and 4 more points for Happy Valley.
The pack has not left the turn 1 corner for almost an entire minute. Some amazing blocking there by both teams. Well done to Happy Valley holding off Morley, letting Jugs throw up 12 points. 102-85, Happy Valley in the lead. About 17 and a half minutes left on the clock.
Got Busy Hummingbird for Happy Valley giving us a little dance.
False start called on Suki there. Looks like she ceded the illegally gained advantage. All good there. That's Zoetrope trying to get around Suki and Cookie and Pearl. And I don't wish that on anyone.
It's an impossible wall.
Flower Power now back out of the penalty box. Little hit to Suki. And Zoetrope going to the
Cookie
penalty
calling
box.
that cut track. It will be a power jam for Happy Valley. Got Valkyrie Vixen in a power jam situation.
Three, 4 pack advantage for Happy Valley as well. Supernovas are going to take the pack up to the front. Val now tangled up with Orange.
And Valkyrie is lead jammer.
Yes, she is.
Valkyrie for another
Knocks
4
hard
points.
coming back out of the penalty box. They even up these packs. Zoetrope back on the track now as well. We got the full squad out there. Let's see what they can do.
Zoetrope fighting her way.
Val just pinned against that tripod. Zoetrope
fighting
managed
the
to sneak up the inside. Now out on a scoring trip. Val still stuck behind this Supernovas wall. Calling the jam.
Val-
Is it called fast enough? Let's see what the jam refs have to say. 4 points, Happy Valley. 0, Supernovas. It's an 8-0 jam for Happy Valley. The Supernovas bench staff not pleased with the outcome of that.
I think they thought they got 2 points on that last jam.
I wasn't in the
Refs
greatest.
says no
I'm
good.
not in the greatest position to see that. The jammer referees are in the best place to make those calls. That's why we trust them to do it. Carpe Jugulum kind of bouncing through the pack there. Lead jammer, Happy Valley. Noah Fallon, the outside pack ref there, signaling for forearm against Jugs, but now also Maddie Maskus, the jammer for Supernova, is going to sit, so Jugs will be released. Riot Earp coming down to take a break for 30 seconds here as well. So say Maddie should be rejoining us here pretty quickly. Should be an even sit for both jammers.
Flower Power.
Full 2-minute jam here now with lost lead. About 55 seconds left in the jam. Jugs recycled to the back. Maddie's still fighting with that wall of Happy Valley up there. That's Sookie, Pearl, and Cookie, I believe.
Spinning around Pearl on her scoring pass.
Jugs now through. 4 points, Happy Valley. But Maddie also on a scoring trip. Back in the pack, it's taken out and taken back by number 8, Sookie, the pivot. Sookie started out playing roller derby here at Wasatch, transferred down to Happy Valley a few years ago. It's the same with Triple X as well. Jugs looking a little bit gassed at the back there, looks at the clock, realizes there's not much time left. I'm not going to risk getting a penalty. From the outside pack ref lane there, we're getting the point call from Rebel. 3-2 jam, or 3-2 pass, sorry, 2-7 jam, 87 Supernovas, 120 Happy Valley, just over 12 minutes left on the period clock.
Busy Hummingbird, lead for Happy Valley, up against Silly Goose, number 87 from the Supernovas. Both jammers fighting their way, but it looks like Busy takes the inside and is lead jammer. Busy through the pack for another 4 points.
Alligator there waiting for Busy. Takes her out to the outside. Growler Power now waiting to guide Busy up to their other blockers. Sami slam the pivot, depositing Busy to the infield. Going to the box again for trouble as well.
Looks like we have a full penalty box.
Yes, we do. No, not quite. Booty Queen now to the box. Full pack for Wasatch.
Busy crawling off that track.
Holding a glute off on the way off the track there. Sometimes we fall down. Turn around to find our ever stoic tournament head referee, Princess Albert, standing behind us, watching over.
We got Valkyrie Vixen jamming against number 37, Rex, the Supernovas. Rex will have to figure out how to get through Riot, Pearl, and Cookie. Not a threesome I'd want to go up against.
Fairly lengthy discussion going on. The officials up here by the pivot line. See if Whiskey can give us an update here in a moment. Let us know what's going on. Genetic coming over to the Supernovas bench. Have a little chat with the coaching staff. Also looks like we had our medics, radar and rails head on over to check on Busy Hummingbird there at the bench. Sure she's doing all right.
And we'd like to give a shout out to our sponsors, the Beehive Skate Shop, Salt Lake City's inline derby and quad skate shop. Follow them at Beehive Skate Shop for updates on inventory and skating events in the Salt Lake Valley. We'd also like to thank Einstein's Bagels for feeding our volunteers and officials, at least breakfast anyway. Don't forget to go visit our vendors, Hellscape, a supernatural roller derby comic. If you haven't picked up your copy, I highly recommend it. And we also have Hell's Bells Designs, merch for derby fans. Jam 13 of the second period is on its way. We've got Valkyrie Vixen skating against number 37, Rex.
Little shoulder charge by Val there to break that deadlock. Spinning around. I think that's Flower Power at the front of the pack. Whistle's going. Val's going to the box. Lead jammer, Rex. Val now being returned to the track, but too little too
Valkyrie
late.
doing a couple spins. And getting a forearm call, going back to the box.
See Val breathing it out there.
Rex is out for the Supernovas with lead jammer position.
Could be frustrating for these skaters when they're dealing with penalties like this. Especially skaters who are not used to, don't usually get a lot of penalties like Val.
Rex fighting her way up against Cookie and Suki.
Pearl coming up to help as well. Suki takes Rex out to the inside. Suki is also knocked out. Val now back on the track. Rex runs in the back of Suki, loses balance.
Suki pulling Rex back. Rex waiting to call it off. There's the call off. Supernovas 91, Happy Valley 128.
It's actually, no, 4 more points on that last pass. 95, 128 now.
All right, we've got a Carpe Jugulum for Happy Valley, skating against number 95, Morley. Who will get lead? Jugs is going to the penalty box, so it'll be a power jam for the Supernovas.
There have been an inordinate amount of forearm penalties in this game. I don't think I've seen this many of that call in any game the rest of the weekend. The whistle there, but Dysentery calls it back. The jammer. Supernovas. That is Hannah Morley. Meets up with Orange Crusher out to the outside. Orange is going to take her back. Out of play to the back is called, but not before Kickin', Lex, Riot can all set up. Jugs now out of the pack, coming around for scoring. Instructions coming from Supernova's bench. Morley to call that off. She does. Shutting down Jugs' chance to score. 98, 128.
Happy Valley. Looks like we've got an official timeout.
This is going to be a review by Happy Valley. If I had to guess, I would think that Happy Valley's coach is going to try to get that last penalty on Triple X overturned, because I believe if that penalty stands, that will be 7 for Lex, and she will be excused from the remaining few minutes of the game. 6 minutes, 44 seconds on the penalty, or on the period clock. But we'll see what happens here. Never want to preempt what the coaches and officials are doing.
And if you're hungry, you're
Penalty line tracker Sujo doing a little dance for us there.
I'm gonna say there's nachos, there's tacos. Please visit our vendors.
There used to be a silly unwritten rule for officials that they weren't allowed to dance, they weren't allowed to have fun, we weren't even allowed to smile. Just ask anybody who watched me ref. But Sujo doesn't care about rules like that. She's gonna dance when she wants to dance. The referee is going to discuss the merits of the review. Let's see what they have to say.
Make sure you come out to support Wasatch Junior Rollers. They have their season closer on December 2nd. Come see Who's take on the Grinches. Again, that's December 2nd. Also, Beehive Skate Revolution has their season closer on December 9th. They will be hosting players from Colorado. This is a game you will not want to miss.
Couple of minutes into this review now, but it is important that the officials be given the proper amount of time to get this decision made correctly, especially in a game as close as this. 30 points now separate the two teams. Happy Valley has been hanging on to the lead for a little while here. Genetic coming back over to the coaches. Let's see what they have to say. Whiskey's going to come up and give me an update as well. So, as coach was asking for a cutting the track penalty against Morley in that last jammer for Supernovas, but he is denied. Will lose his review for the period. We are back on the track. Busy Hummingbird, 8-3-1 Happy Valley, and number 86, Zoetrope for Supernovas. Whoa. Another timeout on the track here real quick as the Supernovas coach comes out. And as I said was going to happen, we've swapped out Lex for Suki in the penalty box as the pivot, as Triple X has fouled out of the game with 7 penalties.
Just 6 minutes, 44 seconds left. We've got California Supernovas, 98. Happy Valley, 128.
It's an unfortunate loss to the Morbids here, as Lex is one of their most prolific blockers and definitely a leader on the track. So somebody else from Morbids bench is going to have to step up to fill that hole.
We've got both jammers giving us a little jig, a little dance, big smiles on both their faces. I'm kind of hoping for a jammer dance-off. I don't know, what do you guys think? Busy, are you up for a jammer dance-off?
Supernovas actually called a review there as well, questioning whether the substitute who took Lex's place in the box would also be fouled out because apparently Suki is also sitting on 6 penalties. That, unfortunately, is not how that works. The substituted blocker is not credited with the action. They're just a butt in a seat.
There's no pack.
Busy smashing through the back of Supernovas, just driving forward there. Spin move, steps around. Lead jammer, Happy Valley.
Oh,
but Zoetrope
fast
on her heels. Zoetrope goes down. Busy calls it off. 0-0 jam.
All right, we've got number 37, Rex, jamming for the Supernovas. against number 261, Jugs. Looks like Supernovas have one in the box.
And that is the
Power
second
jam.
multiplayer block on a jammer we have seen today. Jugs trying to take an assist off the back of Suki's jersey there and got in the way of one of the Supernovas blockers. Suki now to the box, and if things hold true to what we were talking about earlier, Suki may soon be exiting the track as well.
Big loss to Happy Valley with 3.
Kicking going to the box now. Arms up in the air going, what the heck was that? But Booty and Orange out there. Send Rex to the outside. Recycle Rex now back alone against Orange, who is the sole Happy Valley blocker on the track. Jugs manages to sneak through around that.
Calling it off is Rex, Supernovas.
4 minutes, 40 seconds remain on the period clock. Wait for a score update here. I believe it's still 0-0, 98, 128, still static at 30-point deficit. And I was correct.
I mean, that could be the difference of one power jam. This game is not over.
No, not by a long shot. Number 8, Suki, is going, I believe, to foul out. Yep, that is correct. Again, another big loss to Happy Valley there.
Looks like Supernovas Morley 820 be jamming against Valkyrie Vixen 223 of Happy Valley.
Official timeout on the track here. Ask Coach from Happy Valley out chatting with Genetic. Not sure what he's talking about, but I think Whiskey may come over and let us know.
Okay.
And it looks like kicking assets number 131 from Happy Valley may also have just fouled out. That's
3
in a row, plus the expulsion of Cat early on in the game. 4 crucial players for Happy Valley now off the track on penalties.
It's going to make for a great 4 minutes and 18 seconds of play.
I don't know what the penalty count is on this game, but I would be interested to see it because I have to believe that it is likely the highest count of the weekend.
Supernovas may know it or not, but they are in a powerful position. With 2 Happy Valley skaters in the box, it looks like Pearl is out there all on her own. Looks like Cookie will join Pearl. Well, that's still a pretty powerful wall. All Supernova blockers are on the track. Valkyrie's got her work cut out for her.
All right, that is Hannah Morley for Supernovas. Down to the inside after a hit from Cookie, who's going to take her all the way to the back. Val fighting at the back with Supernovas. Blockers, all 4 on the track for them. We got 2 Happy Valley skaters in the box. I believe it's Booty and Tootsie who took over spot.
And it's
lead
Morley.
jammer.
The lead jammer.
Instructions coming here from the Supernovas bench. Semi-slam, the pivot from Supernovas headed to the penalty box. No pass, no penalty indicated by the outside pack referees there on Hannah Morley. No cut. Valkyrie Vixen now out on a scoring trip. One to pass. Coach says call it. She does.
3 points for the Supernovas.
3-0 Jam. 104, 128. 3 minutes, 12 remaining on the clock. Another super close game here. Crowd getting into it now. A little bit of cheering for Happy Valley. It's Cookie, Pearl, Riot, and Orange on the track for Happy Valley. Busy Hummingbird working away at the back of the track here.
Zoetrope fighting her way through 3 Happy Valley blockers.
That's
Riot going to the box.
penalty on Pearl.
2-1.
Orange goes
Jammer.
down. Penalty again on Orange. Left Pearl all alone. Busy's going to try to go to the outside. Gets knocked out of bounds. Nice little piece of help there by Cookie.
Ooh. Cookie misses that, and 4 more points for Supernovas.
Jamraff takedown in the center there. They got tangled up with Cookie, but Dysentery recovered nicely. Found his jammer. Zoetrope around again. 4 more points.
We have a 16-point game, folks. Exactly what the Supernovas needed.
Busy now down.
4 more points for the Supernovas, narrowing that gap.
Now a power
Got a
jam
game.
for Supernovas. 12 points.
4 more points. 8 points, and they close the gap.
120, 128. Now the score. 130.
Oh, 4 more points for the Supernovas.
Orange
down
and
to
Riot need to
4
get together
points.
here.
And they just tied it up. 128 to 128. Supernovas.
24-point jam so far. Now that's going to be 28, and that will officially be our high-scoring jam of the weekend so far for Zoetrope. 18 seconds remaining in the jam.
Oh,
Can Zoetrope make it 32? Cookie going to the box for a high block there. Busy tripped up in the back by Flower Power. Zoetrope threw 32 points
4 more points for the Supernovas.
That is a lead change, ladies and gentlemen, in the last 2 minutes of the game. 135 Supernovas, 128 Happy Valley. Still anybody's game. 40 seconds left on the clock. Somebody might want to call a timeout.
This will be the last jam. Happy Valley calling a timeout. 29 seconds left.
Both teams with 1 timeout remaining following this one from Happy Valley, which can be used. 29 seconds is a lot of time in roller derby.
It's an 8-point game with a lead change. 136 Supernovas, 128 Happy Valley.
Got a pretty packed house in here, a little louder than it was before. Nice to hear. That's most likely because the next 2 teams that are going to be playing each other are back in the building. But, we got fans in the crowd, though. Parents. That sounds like Supernova's crowd over there. There it is. Where's Happy Valley at? Now rolling into an official timeout on the track. Genetic wants to talk with her crew or their crew.
It is anyone's game. Looks like both teams have fans in the house. Number 261, Carpe Juglium, will be jamming against number 37, Rex of the Supernovas.
One thing I can't tell you with all this noise in the room, they're making a Referees are going to have to be on their toes.
8 points separates the lead. 30 seconds. This will
Two
be the
blockers
last-
on the track for Happy Valley, Riot Earp and Orange Crusher. Two very experienced players. Rex, number 37, Carpe Jugulum, 261, wearing the stars. Pack is up there. Jugs.
Oh, pile
Rex
up.
is out. Lead jammer. But Jugs is right behind her.
Oh, calls it
Period
off.
clock expires.
Supernovas
Oh.
take. It's unofficial. Unofficial score 136. Supernovas to 128. Happy Valley. Molly Morbids.
That is an excellent game. Hard fought by both teams. Smart jamming. Strong blocking. Wait for the scorekeeping team here to do their thing. Make sure that everything is on the up and up.
And that's what we call a comeback. They were
Indeed.
down 30 points. Ended up winning the game by 8. Well done, Supernovas.
All right, there we have it. Final score 136, California Derby Galaxy Supernovas. Big congrats to both teams for a hard fought game.
Stick around for our next game. It's Eves of Destruction take on the Rat City All-Stars.
Like Rue just said, join us at 4:30 for first whistle of Eves of Destruction versus Rat City. There's a whole lot of noise in this room.